The Premiership Final combined two contrasting styles of play that saw Exeter triumph over Wasps to secure the double. In this video, we're going to look at the finer details of the game's two tries, starting with this absolute beauty from Henry Slade, a try that took 5 phases to create and includes much of Exeter's brilliance this season. The play starts with the ever-popular 6+1 line-out setup, with Ewers stood at 9, but instead of using him as the conventional transfer option, he steps in to lift Skinner in the hole behind Wasps' front pod. Also note this clever dummy jump at the front from Johnny Hill, which puts him in the perfect position to wedge into the front of the maul and help give it stability. As was the case all through the game, Wasps' maul defence was really effective, with Lonsbury and Core working hard as a unit to prevent any weak edges from appearing. Also note Jack Willis's cheeky lift to Williams' leg here, preventing him from getting any force on the drive. Although the maul's going nowhere, there's still a really stable platform to play off, and I love how Noel moves late, changing the picture for the defence into a sider play. Now while Exeter choose the direct route through Devoto and Slade, you could argue that there's an opportunity to move the ball wide to Hogg and Woodburn, but in a game of percentages they're patient enough to wait for a more clear-cut opportunity. I'm a massive fan of how quickly Maunder reacts to the threat of Robson here to secure the ruck, and Ewers works really hard to keep the pace of the attack up, trying to prevent the defence from setting comfortably. Another key role this short phase plays is in enabling the Exeter pack to get around the corner from the maul, but is tight enough to lock the Wasps tight forwards on the blind side. And building on that concept, next up is another classic Exeter play with the blocker off 9, which helps preserve attacking width and presents a defence with a constantly changing picture. Take note here of Williams and Ewers reloading blind from the ruck, we'll need that in a moment. And this is one of the many details of the Chiefs' attack that I find so interesting. At this point they got multiple options to play right or left, to kick crossfield to Woodburn or to let Hogg have a run. But the trap has been set, and the opportunity to attack the Wasps' tight forwards proves the most attractive option. And Slade against West was never going to be a fair fight. But there's an incredibly important detail here that defines the Exeter attack. Remember Ewers and Williams reloading from that ruck? Now Ewers acts as Noel's lead runner within the blocker play, and he does enough to interest both Lonsbury and West, while the real kicker involves Williams, who deliberately positions himself in front of Slade. He effectively becomes the hole, inviting the ball carrier to run at him. This tactic gives Slade that little bit of extra space, and with a prop moving laterally, there's only going to be one winner. This lovely little dummy and a classy finish to a quality team effort gives Exeter Chiefs their first points of the match. And then, as the rain hammered down, a trademark Dan Robson scoot from ruck and an outstandingly well-timed line from Jacob Umaga gave Wasps a try under the sticks. Again we start with the line-out, but this time it's a 5+1, with Thomas Young at 9 and Tom Willis added an extra option in the back line. An absolute peach double top from Taylor gives ideal platform for a drive at the tail, with Willis quickly joining the effort. But this is all a part of the ploy. Exeter for 2 players blindside and have Noel holding deep as Wasps regularly box kick from this position, and a Bassett on the edge to complete the picture. Indeed, we even see Woodburn signalling the need to cover the backfield as he finds himself caught in 2 minds. Notice here how Robson sets his feet to look like a box kick, but then passes to Gopper, who places his kick perfectly in the doubt zone between Woodburn and Hogg, which does enough to force the error, gratefully collected by Minozzi. The aim for Wasp now is to create enough of a blindside to give them the option of playing both ways, and the direct route through Willis is the most efficient way of achieving that. Now this is important. Simmons is now retreating to the edge, which is a common defensive strategy, and it's designed to push the tight forwards closer to the ruck and get pace out wide. But notice the lack of connection and the wide spacings on the open side. But Robson spots his space close to the ruck on the blind side and has a little scoot which gives Minozzi an opportunity, and he does incredibly well to get those few vital metres. And that go forward allows the previous carry pod to simply get up and get straight back into carry mode. The aim here is again to split the defence and trap defenders on the blind side. And after all that prep work, it's with plays like this that attack coaches and analysts earn their money. At this point in the play, the Exeter defence looked just fine, but like Simmons, Devoto now reloads to the edge, Johnny Hill takes a couple of steps wider, and just as Sam Simmons goes to fill the space, Minozzi makes a dummy run blind. Now Dan Robson has De Jong as an inside option, Kibirigi provides an outside support and he's going to target Johnny Hill, and even Craig Maxwell-Keys gets involved in the action with a neat little block. And all those details combined at speed just needs a perfect pass and incredible vision from Umaga, who finishes in style, very much summing up the progress Wasps have made this season. I really hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed the detail within it. If you want to see more of my content, please do subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button below and indeed leave me a comment. I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Please do let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you again soon.